No presidential candidate, no political party can save you now.
I can count on this man. See, that's important. He's a firm ally when it matters most.
I am staying a Republican because I think I have an important role, a more important role to play there. I think it's a two-party system.
Have saved or prolonged many lives, including my own. But that's only indicative of my view in that respect.
I'd be willing to take on a tough primary fight if you'll help me raise money. And I said, well, maybe I'd do it if you'd come out for me.
I'm here to say it as plainly as I can. Arlen Specter is the right man for the United States Senate.
I have traveled the state, surveyed the sentiments of the Republican Party in Pennsylvania, done public opinion polls, observed other public opinion polls, and have found that the prospects for winning a Republican primary are bleak.
It's pretty hard to run without a party.
I am not prepared to have my 29-year record in the United States Senate decided by the Pennsylvania Republican primary electorate. When the stimulus package came up for a vote, I felt that it was indispensable to vote aye in order to avoid the possibility of a 1929 type depression.
And I have said bluntly that it was more important to me to cast that very important vote for the country than it was to keep my seat in the United States Senate. And I feel comfortable with that. So there comes a point where doing what I think, what my conscience tells me is right for the country, the state, and considering the party proportionately, not worth violating my conscience to keep my seat.
And I said, well, maybe I'd do it if you'd come out for me.
As I told Senator Specter yesterday, he has my full support, my full commitment to work with him.
And I said, well, maybe I'd do it if you'd come out for me.
And therefore, I've decided to be a candidate for re-election in 2010 in the Democratic primary.
Today, I have the honor of standing next to the newest Democrat from the state of Pennsylvania.
I can count on this man. See, that's important. He's a firm ally when it matters most.
My seniority that I've acquired thanks to your help on my re-election efforts has enabled me to become chairman of the Judiciary Committee. And along with Senator Kennedy, I'm the lead sponsor of the Employees Free Choice Act. Employees' Choice, also known as carb share. I think it is a bad bill, and I'm opposed to it and would not vote to invoke cloture. We held hearings last year, and it was my conclusion, my judgment, that this legislation ought to be pursued and ought to be followed.
No presidential candidate, no political party can save you now. No presidential candidate, no political party can save you now.
Splashing over the horizon, what can it be? Looks like it's going to be a free country. They knew that now they'd run their own land, but George III still vowed he'd rule them to the end. Anything I say, do it my way now. Anything I say, do it my way. Don't you get to feeling independent, 'cause I'm gonna force you to obey.
This is just the end of the beginning. The Nader Gonzalez third political force is going to roar through November 4th and into 2009 to build a progressive politics in America that enlists the humane values and the practical needs of the American people.
them up!
This is the theater of the absurd, my friends. This is the theater of the absurd.